Alright everybody, I bought these pair of Bluetooth headphones over the weekend. They're the BTH3 over Amazon for $60. Actually a really good pair of headphones. They're slated to take quite a while to come in. Surprisingly, I got them within 6 or 7 days from Butterfly Photo or something like that. They're really cool. As you can see, it comes in a really nice box. Has some details on the back. It does have music and calling. You can talk on the phone. It sounds really good. Premium sound technology, two 40mm drivers. Not too shabby. Packaging actually is nice. It's a little deceiving. It looks like it's actually going to slide out like a drawer, but it's a magnetic clasp on this left side here, or right side depending on which way you're looking at it. So it opens up. They do a great job of presenting this to you. I've taken mine out already, but here's where it sits. It's a foam insert. It does have a little bit of a smell to it, but anybody who knows manufacturing just knows that it's actually the smell of the foam and plastics in the manufacturing process. So it's nothing that's horrible and people are going to smell you 5 feet away. Wears off soon, so it's nothing really to be concerned about, which I have read on the previous model seems to be an issue. Wireless range says 33 feet. It's not true, actually. I've done 178 feet inside the shop here. I'm in a machine shop, so I have plenty of RF interference. I have plenty of steel in the way, and I actually was going to go further, but I ran out of actual building to walk in. So 178 feet, Bluetooth. I'm hooked up to a Nexus 5, Bluetooth 4.0. And I'll show you the case here. Here's the case that sits inside the box. It's a cool little travel case. It zips up one side, comes down the other. It's got a little tether or lanyard, I guess you want to call it. Put them up here on the inside. Nice set of headphones. It has almost like this ground carbide look to it. You can see it flashing a little bit here. That blue flicker means that it's connected right now. It's actually hooked up to my Nexus 5. Comes with a little manual on the inside. It's all in English. 3.5mm cord comes with it. It's a pretty lengthy one. I believe it's got to be between 3 or 5 feet. I haven't measured it out, but it's flat, so it's actually really cool. It reminds me of the Asus Ethernet cables that you can get. Almost the same type of setup. The first jack is at a 90-degree angle. It does fit inside the headphones, but in the opposite direction is what you would think. And then the other one is a straight 3.5mm jack, which fits in both of them as well. Comes with a micro USB. Plugs into a USB for your PC. Just so those who want to see what it looks like, just a regular Android hookup. Now I plugged this one into my PC to let it charge. It only took about 30 minutes for it to charge completely. You're supposed to charge it for 12 hours when you get it. But so far with these, I have listened to plenty of music and phone calls to them. I've tried out every feature that I could. These cups rotate. They rotate pretty easily. You know, this size, it looks pretty small. I have a small head, and my whole family are a bunch of people with small heads, so they fit everyone in my family great. My 9-year-old daughter can wear them with no problems. My 5-year-old daughter can wear it with no problems. But I did give them to my stepfather. He has quite the larger head. He's about 350 pounds, so he's a big boy. And because they do slide out and adjust, they fit his head very well and comfortably. The foam padding on the top is really comfortable. Feels good. It does mess up the hair a little bit. The ear pads work good. My daughters, the only thing they complained about was the foam was pushing on their earrings, but they scooped their earrings inside of it and didn't have any problems. As you can see inside of these ones, it's just foam inside of foam. And it's got almost like that egg crate material. The outside with these spinning, it actually looks like a pretty good piece of equipment. It is a little sharp here around the edges. That's the one downfall, I guess you could say, of it. They didn't really do a good job of seaming that together flawlessly. But as long as you're not crazy about it and want to cut yourself continuously by grabbing it in an awkward manner, you're not ever going to end up cutting yourself on these sharp edges. It does have the microphone in the front. These are slanted too. I don't know if you can actually see the slight degree. So they only go on one way. The microphone will stay on your left side, facing forward. It does sound good. Now I have the Nexus 5, and anybody who has the Nexus 5 knows about the digital clarity that comes with using a Nexus 5. It sounds like the person's actually talking right into your ear. For the most part. Some people have had mixed reviews on them. This does the same thing. Obviously it cuts out a little bit of the quality because it is over Bluetooth, over a 3.5mm. sounds fantastic. So I mean, it does carry the true sound that comes through all of your equipment. It's got your volume up, your volume down, fast forward, your rewind, your power buttons, the play button. Now this power button on this one is what you can use to answer calls and hang up calls. You can also click it, I believe it's twice, and it'll call the last person that you have called. But it doesn't do any Google Now commands that I've been able to find yet, where you can push it and say call or okay Google, do this. It's got a headphone jack, and this rubber just peels back ever so slightly on one side for the 3.5mm jack, and then it does so on the other side for the charging port. So it keeps those pretty clean on the inside. So if you're actually buying these to sit inside your house and listen to headphones at night while your spouse is sleeping, not a great idea. They do have a lot of sound bleed out of them. If I could play something through it, I would. But I've actually laid them on my legs in between and kind of try to muffle them as much as possible. And even in this type of ambience where there's noise all around, you can still hear quite a bit of music coming out of the back side of it. So they're not sound insulated 100%. They do help keep a lot of high pitches out because I am in manufacturing. I'm trying to keep whatever noise is on the outside down a little bit. So they do help for that. And they sound really good. You get a decent amount of bass. I play with the equalizer using Google Now. Or no, I'm sorry, not Google Now, Google Play. And with a little bit of bass boost over Bluetooth, it sounds fantastic. There again, if you use a 3.5mm jack, you'll have great success sounding exactly like you actually expect it to sound coming in. So there you have it. Very nice set of headphones. $60 on Amazon. They're on sale right now. It's a 2014 model. This is the PH-BTH3. Fantastic set of headphones. Figured I'd do a review for everybody who wants to take a look at it. Any more questions, feel free to write in the comments below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I possibly can.